All right, hello. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you're not going too stir crazy. I just wanted to say hello and then also talk about how we're going to move forward for the next couple of weeks. So, I want to point out some of the new things on my website, and then also I am going to be using Schoology to an extent. So, on Schoology, I'll use Schoology to communicate with you. I will also continue to send out reminds. So, if you're not on my remind, please get on the remind. I did send out instructions on how to get on Remind. So I want you on Remind. I also want you to make a Play Pose It account. So if you go into the instructions that I sent you on the very bottom of that set of instructions in that letter, there are instructions on how to get a Play Pose It account. So I'm going to be using Play Pose It to assign videos. So essentially what you're going to be required to do, you're going to have to do the Play Pose It videos, and then you're also going to have to do any quizzes that I assign through Schoology. So when you go into Schoology, I will post any kind of quizzes that I have. I will also try to update you with different things. So if you look, I also gave you guys a basic layout of the schedule. And I also gave you instructions on how to join the tutoring page. So this is how we're going to try to do live sessions. Now, I have a backup plan because I do think Schoology is going to crash. But we will have to just troubleshoot that and see if that does happen. So when you get onto the website, you'll notice there's a few links right here. The first one is a link that says tips for using Play Pose It. So you guys have never used this before, but my AP class and my IB class, they have used this. So essentially it's a website that you log into, I assign you videos, and then you watch the video and it will ask you questions as you go, just to make sure you understand what's actually being discussed. So sometimes Play Pose It can give us issues, so I've gone through and I have a list of the most common problems that I've seen. So first of all, when you use Play Pose It, make sure you're using Google Chrome. If that's not working, make sure you have the updated copy or updated version of Google Chrome. If you're still having problems, you might need to clear cache, or usually this is the fix right here. If you have Google Chrome and it's still not working, try to enable the cookies, and then that usually does the trick. So if any of these things do not work, if you've gone through all the list and it still doesn't work, please send me an email. So your Play Pose It videos. Now we've gotten through about halfway through the unit. So I'm not going to go back and require that you watch those videos because you actually already have those notes. So I'm not going to require that. So if you go into Schoology, there's a pretest. So essentially this is the stuff that we've already covered in class. Take that, okay? If you don't do well, then I want you to go back and look at those videos. So if you go to my website, remember there's a username and a password. It's APChem15, chemistry with Y in the middle, so CHEMYSTRY. So click on Pre-IB Chem. We are on Unit 9. Okay, we have gone through the first 4 sets of notes. So take the pretest. If you don't do well, go back and watch these. There's also the homework packet, so you can go through and practice. I will have a link here soon for the answer key. And also, if you've lost your note packet, I hope you haven't, but if you have, there's a copy of it right there, because this note packet does go with these sets of videos right here. So first week is basically just review. Take the pretest. If you need to, come back and watch the videos, do some extra homework, or you can come into a live session. So when you go to my link right here on the website, you're going to see a couple of things. So on the bottom, this will be the calendar for the live sessions. So I have my AP sessions and my IB sessions, but I also have pre-IB. Now, you can technically go to any of the other chemistry live sessions, but if you want to come to mine right now, It's set to be 7 on Mondays and then also 10:30 in the morning on Thursdays. Now, we're going to try to record all these sessions. These are optional. It's just if you have questions, you might want to go and get your questions answered. So I have instructions on how to get to the tutoring site, so the conferencing page. So what you need to do is when you go into Schoology, you will add a course. This is the access code to get into the course, and then you will go into that conference the day of or that time, and then you can get help with your questions there. Now, just in case Schoology crashes, I do have a backup plan. Okay, so right now I'm going to be using Schoology for you guys, but I'm using Google Hangouts for AP and IB. Okay, so if Schoology doesn't work, that's where you're going to go. You're going to go, I'm going to link it on the calendar if this happens, and then you can join a Google Hangout with me and other people and get your questions answered. Okay? So now on my website, you'll also see I have a link that says book an appointment. So if you don't think you can get your question answered through either email or just sending me a text message through Remind, you can book an appointment with me. Okay, you're going to click on my name for this. This is for an individual thing, so my name, and then I will have time slots available, and it'll look like this. And then you click on it, and then basically you just fill out information, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a text through Remind on how to get in contact with me. I'm probably going to set up a Google Hangout, and then I will text you a link the day of, or like half an hour before, and then you can just get on the Hangout. So after the first week of review, so let's say that you take the pretest, you don't like your score, you can take it again on Sunday, and you can take it again on Sunday, and then after you've watched the videos and you've gone through, if you need to get help, but you will then have to go to Play Pose It to watch the last 3 videos. You have to log into Play Pose It to get credit for that, because if you watch it from here, I don't know that you've actually watched it. You have to log in to Play Pose It to get credit for that. So if you look at the calendar that I've sent you, it tells you, okay, you're going to be watching these 3 videos, and she'll be working on certain problems in the homework packet. And again, I'll have a link for an answer key, and then you can also get onto a live session to get extra help. Okay, and then at the end of that week, you'll take another quiz on the new material, and that will be due on the following Tuesday, because that week we have Easter. So there's Good Friday and Easter. All right, so that's going to be the 2 weeks. Sometime around that week, we're going to be taking a test, but I'm kind of hoping that we'll actually be back in class by then, hopefully. So please make sure you've gone on to Schoology and you have signed into the tutoring page. So add that in your courses. There are instructions on how to do that on Schoology. Also, make sure that you have made a Play Pose It account. And then I'd also like you to go ahead and get a Zoom account just in case everything crashes and nothing works. We're going to try Zoom. All right, so please feel free to shoot me an email or text me if you have a question. All right, now hopefully I'll see you on Monday. If you want to pop in Monday evening, we're going to be just kind of saying hello, and then also I just want to troubleshoot and see if everything works well, okay? So hopefully I'll see you on Monday night. If not, just, if you need something, just send me an email.